Hello everyone, welcome to Indian Judicial Service. Today we are here to presenting another video of constitutional law. In this video we discuss the executive portion of the union as well as the state, and if anybody is not watched the previous video, all the link of previous videos are available in our description box. Please go and watch this video, and those who want the PDF file of this video series, the PDF file will be uploaded on our Telegram group. Please join the Telegram group. Link of Telegram group as well as the WhatsApp group is also available in our description box. So without wasting our time, now focus to our topic. Question number 451. If the president wants to tender his resignation before expiry of his normal term, so normal term is 5 years, he has to address the same to option A, Chief Justice of India, option B, Parliament, option C, Prime Minister, and option D here, Vice President. So answer of this question is here option D, Vice President, and this question is belong to Article 56. Now question number 452. In the event of the death or resignation of President, Vice President discharge the duty of the office of President, option A, for the rest of term, option B, for a maximum period of 1 year, option C, for maximum period of 4 years, and option D here, for a maximum period of 6 months. So answer of this question is here option D, for a maximum period of 6 months, means where the president has died or the resignation of president, the vice president discharge the duty of the office of president for maximum period of 6 months. So answer here option D, and this question clearly belong to Article 62 clause 2. So Article 62 clause 2 is provided this provision. Now question number 453. In case the vice president is not available to discharge the duty of the office of president, which official discharges this duty? Option A here, Prime Minister, option B here, Speaker of Lok Sabha, option C here, Chief Justice of India, option D here, Chairman of UPSC. So clearly answer here option C, Chief Justice of India. Now question number 454. After a bill has been passed by Parliament and sent to the President for his consideration, option A, he can refuse to sign it, option B here, he has to sign it, option C here, he can change a certain clauses of the bill, and option D here, he can send it back for reconsideration. So in question here, after a bill has been passed by the Parliament and sent to the President for his consideration, in that time President can send it back for reconsideration. So clearly answer here option D. Question number 455. The President has no say in the appointment of, option A here, the Judge of Supreme Court. So Judge of Supreme Court is appointed by the President, so it is here. Option B here, the Judge of the High Court. Option C here, District Judge and Session Judge, and option D here, Attorney General of India. So clearly A, B and D's are appointed by the President, but District Judge and Session Judge is not appointed by the President. So the President has no say in the appointment of District Judge and Session Judge. So answer is here option C. Now question number 456. If the Governor wishes to relinquish the office before the expiry of his term, he may address his resignation to, option A, Chief Minister of the States, option B, Speaker of the State Legislative Assembly, option C here, President, and option D here, Prime Minister. So clearly answer is here option C, President, and this question is related to Article 56 clause 2. Article 56 clause 2 dealing with the Governor may by writing under his hand address to the President for resignation of his office, and this thing is provided in Article 156 clause 2. So answer here option C. Now question number 457. The salary and allowances of the Governor are charged to, so option A here, consolidated fund of the state, option B here, consolidated fund of India, Option C here, contingency fund of India. Option D here, A and B in equal proportion. So the salary and allowances of the governors are charged to consolidated fund of the state. So clearly answer here option A. Now question number 458. Generally the governor belong to option A in same state, option B in neighboring state, option C some other state, and option D Indian Administrative Service. So generally the governor belong to some other state. So answer here option C. Question number 459. The ordinance issues by governor are subject to the approval by option A President, option B Chief Minister, option C State Legislature, option D none of the above. So ordinance issued by the governor are subject to approval by, so ordinance issues by governor under article 213. So 213 deal with the ordinance issued by the governor, and it is the subject to the approval by state legislature. So when the ordinance are issued by the governor at the time of a necessary to make have such law, in that time it is issued by the governor, and when these ordinance is submitted to the state legislature at that its next session, so they remain valid for no more than 6 months from the date of the state legislature reconvenience unless approved it earlier. So this thing is there. So clearly answer here option C. Now question number 460. Which one of the following authority is competent to seek the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court of India? So option A, the Parliament of India, option B, the Governor of a state, option C, the Prime Minister of India, and option D, the President of India. So the President of India having a power to seek the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court of India. So clearly answer here option D. And the provision of the power of President to consult with Supreme Court under article 143. Now question number 461. In the event of occurrence of vacancy in the office of both President and Vice President of India, who among the following shall discharge the function of the President till new President is elected? So clearly answer is there Chief Justice of India. Option C means Chief Justice of India discharge the function of President till the new President is elected. So answer here option C. Now question number 462. Who among the following hold his and her office at the pleasure of President? So option A here, Chairman of UPSC, option B, Attorney General of India, option C, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, option D, Controller and Auditor General of India. So clearly answer here option B, Attorney General of India hold his office at the pleasure of the President. So answer here option B, and the provision of this thing is there under article 76 clause 4. Now question number 463. When the proclamation of emergency is issued by the President under article 352 of the Constitution of India, option A, fundamental rights are automatically suspended, option B here, the freedom under article 19 are automatically suspended and other fundamental rights can be suspended by an order of President. So this may be correct, but there is some error. Option C, the freedom under article 19 are automatically suspended. Yes, it is correct statement. And other fundamental rights except those under article 20 and 21 can be suspended by an order of the President. So this answer is absolutely correct here. So answer here option C, and remaining option D here only the freedom under article 19 are suspended and other fundamental rights cannot be suspended. So this is wrong here. Now question number 464. which one of the following statement is not correct? So option A, the governor can issue ordinance when the legislative assembly is not in session, or only when two houses are not in session. So this statement is correct here. Now option B, the governor can at his discretion issue the ordinance whether assembly is in session or not. This statement is absolutely wrong here. So according to question, which one of the following statement is not correct? So this is our answer here, option B. Now we are going to reading remaining two options because it is informative. So the governor must be satisfied that such circumstances exist which render it necessary for him to take immediate action. And last one here, the governor's ordinance shall have the same force and effect as an act of the legislature. So all these statements are correct except option B. So clearly answer here option B. Question number 465. When the President of India is satisfied that the financial credit of the government of India is threatened, he may, option A, direct the reduction in number of members in the Finance Commission. Option B, proclaim the financial emergency. Option C, impose the President's rule in any state. Option D, direct the Parliament to pass a special financial bill. So clearly answer here, when the President of India satisfies that the financial credit of government of India is threatened, he may proclaim financial emergency. So clearly answer here option B. And this question related to Article 360. Now question number 466. Article 361 of Constitution of India guaranteed the privilege to the President of India that he shall, option A, not participate in parliamentary proceeding. Option B, only be answerable to the Chief Justice of India. Option C, addressed both the houses of parliament at the time of joint session. And option D, not be answerable to any court during the term of his office. So according to Article 361, the Constitution of India guarantees the privilege to the President of India that he shall not be answerable to any court during the term of his office. So clearly answer here option D. Now question number 467. When the Chief Justice of India is appointed by President, he is required to consult, option A here, the Council of Ministers and all judges of the Supreme Court. Option B, the Prime Minister and the Law Minister and Attorney General of India. Option C, such of the ministers of the Cabinet and Prime Minister as he deemed necessary. Option D, such of the judges of Supreme Court and High Court as he deemed necessary. So answer of this question is option D. Question number 469. Which article of Constitution provide for appointment of Controller and Auditor General of India? So appointment of Controller and Auditor General of India is provided in Article 148 of the Constitution. So Article 148 dealing with the appointment of CAG by the President and he removed from his office is like manner and to the like ground as judge of the Supreme Court. So this thing is there. So clearly answer here option B, 148. Now question number 469. The Controller and Auditor General of India is appointed by. So clearly answer here according to Article 148 appointed by the President of India, option A. Question number 470. Which one of the following statement is true? Where the governor resign in presenti without indicating the date from which his resignation is to take place. Option A, he may continue to hold the office at his will. Option B, the governor cannot make alternative arrangement in view of Article 153. Option C here, resignation take effect from the date of communication. Option D here, none of the above. So answer is here option C. The resignation takes effect from the date of communication. Now question number 471. Which one of the following statement is are not true? So option A here, in cabinet from the government, neither the president nor the government exercise the executive function individually or personally. Option B here, executive action taken in the name of governor is the executive action of the state. Option C here, the governor cannot be held personally answerable for any portion of the address to joint session. Option D here, the governor is bound to exercise all his power and function on the ad and advice of his council of ministers. So clearly answer here option D. So according to question, which of the following statement is or are not true? So governor is bound to exercise all his power and function on the ad and advice of his council of ministers. This statement is wrong. So answer here option B. Now question number 472. Which of the following statement is are not true regarding interstate council? Option A, it is established under Article 263 of the Constitution. So this statement is absolutely correct. The interstate council is established under Article 263 of the Constitution. Option B here, the decision on all questions are required to be taken in consensus. So this statement is also correct here. The decision of chairman is bound by consensus. So the chairman of interstate council is always PM, prime minister. It is ex officio chairman of interstate council under Article 263. So this thing is there. So this statement is also correct here. Now option D, it is required to meet at least twice every year. This statement is absolutely wrong because interstate council is not a permanent committee. So this thing is here. So in 26 year it has a meeting only 11 times, and recently the meeting of interstate council held in after 10 year in Delhi, and which year? So in 2016. So this thing is here. So answer of this question here option D. Now final question of this video, question number 473. Consider the following statements and decide which one of the following is not true regarding Attorney General of India. So first of all, the provision of Attorney General of India in our Constitution is provided in Article 76. Article 76 deal with Attorney General of India. Option A, the Attorney General of India is appointed by President of India. This statement is absolutely correct. Now option B, his qualifications should be similar to Judge of the High Court. This statement is absolutely wrong because the qualification of Attorney General of India should be similar to the Judge of Supreme Court, not High Court. So this is wrong here, and so this is our answer here, option B. Now option C here, he has right to audience in all courts in India. Yes, this statement is correct. And last one, he hold office during the pleasure of president. This statement is also correct. So clearly answer here option B. Now we are going to finish this video, and if you like this video, please click on like button, and if you are still not subscribed our channel, please subscribe it. This channel will very helpful for your preparation, and please press the bell icon button which will provide you a further notification of our videos. Thank you for watching Indian Judicial Service.